Alright, so this is an overview of today's assignment. Now, the goal of today's assignment is to get quotes that relate to your theme statement down. This will help prep you for when we start writing more of our outline next week after Easter break. So, the first step is to copy and paste the theme statement suggested by Mr. Piper in your feedback email. Now, if you go to your email, you'll find an email from me with the heading theme statement dash feedback. Please read that email if you have not already, and I will have suggested for the majority of you a rephrased theme statement. Please copy and paste that theme statement right here in the doc, and then you will have that theme statement as a reminder of what to do. Now, if you have questions about how to get to this document in the first place, for today's assignment, Tuesday 4/7, it is the document right here in the assignment. You click that, takes you to this. So you'll have finished step one after copy and pasting the theme statement suggested by me in the feedback email and reading my feedback on your theme statement. Then, keeping that theme statement in mind, you'll go on to step two, which is the bulk of the work for today. Now, step two, the requirements are paste 5 to 6 quotes that you feel support your theme statement throughout the book. So that will include keeping your theme statement in mind. So whatever the author is trying to say about the theme, you're going to want to find quotes from the book that support your message that you see in the book and the message that you see that the author is trying to convey. So, paste 5 to 6 quotes that you feel support your theme statement throughout the book. Now, throughout the book, just like in the outline overview that we went over last week, that means that you need to find statements and quotes from throughout the book, not statements, but quotes. Find quotes from throughout the book. So you'll need a couple of quotes from the rising action. You'll need a couple of quotes from the middle of the book and the climax, and you'll need a couple of quotes from the falling action and resolution of the book. Has to be throughout the book to be a successful theme analysis essay. Now, in order to find these quotes in this table, you will use the Google Sheets attached to this assignment to help you find the quotes. Now, if you look back at the assignment in Classroom, you'll have these Google Sheets, 4 of them. One of them's for chapters 1 through 12, one of them's for chapters 13 to 19, one's for chapters 20 to 27, and one is for chapters 28 to 33. If you click on them, they will look like this, and these are taken from the theme tracking exercises that we did as a class for the past 4 weeks after we were done with parts of it. So, how you read through these theme tracking exercises are as follows. In this column, and columns go up and down. When I say columns, it refers to stuff going up and down. When I say rows, it refers to the rows that go horizontally or across. So, first off, the first column has the theme. So you'll start there, you'll look for, okay, based on my theme statement, what are some possible quotes? You're going to want to look for ones that have your theme on them. So you'll look here for this column. In this next column, you have the chapter that it's on and the page number. And then in this column, you have the quote text. You have the actual quote text, followed by the context and the analysis of how it relates to the theme. Now, in your view of these quotes, when you're looking through, first you're going to want to make sure they actually relate to the theme that you're writing about. Then, when you click on them, if you can't see all the quote, you can press Control-C, and you'll be able to paste it wherever. So maybe you really like that quote from this first row about communication, miscommunication. If you want, you can remind yourself of the context and analysis and put those here. So I'll paste the context here, paste the analysis here. And now the context and analysis, these red rows are optional, but I'd highly recommend that you paste those in there. It does not, especially if you are going off of the Excel docs here, and the Google Sheets here, I would just paste them in. It'll save you time. It'll remind you what the context of the quote is, which is something important that you'll need to end up writing about in your paper anyway. So I'd highly recommend that you just paste them in. But at the very least, make sure that you have the text of the quote and the chapter and page number. Now, honestly, it'll just be extremely lazy if you're taking a quote from one of the Google Sheets and not pasting the context and analysis in. Yeah, honestly, they'll just be kind of lazy not to do that. I would highly recommend that you do that if you're taking them from the Google Sheets that we constructed as a class. So that's one option. You can either use the Google Sheets attached to this assignment to help you find quotes, or you can look up quotes from your copy of Out of My Mind if you can find good quotes that relate to your theme statement from throughout the book. And again, the key is doing this throughout the book. So look through all of the Google Sheets, look through each part of the book. You need a variety of quotes for your 5 to 6. I'd say 2 from the rising action, 2 from the middle of the book / climax, 2 from the falling action / resolution. A combination of quotes from the theme quotes Google Sheets and your book will be best. The text and chapter / page number for each quote is required. That's why we have this column right here. You must copy 5 to 6 quotes into this table for points. So fill up this table. I'd highly recommend just getting 6. Don't just settle for the 5. And keep in mind that adding the context and analysis for the quotes, the pink columns, are optional, but highly recommended. And again, email me if you have questions on this or if something isn't making sense, but basically, if you can't read an entire quote, like right here, it cuts off, and if you can't extend the table, just press Control-C for copy and paste it right here, and you'll be able to read it. Okay? And if it's a quote you don't like, delete it, find a different one, keep exploring. It's that simple. And the last step, before submitting this assignment on Google Classroom, make a copy of this doc. You can do this by either going to File and select the Make a Copy button, or you can put Edit, select all, and press Control-C again for copy, or right-click and copy, and you can paste it onto a different doc. Do it in one of those 2 ways. You have to make a copy of this doc once you have it finished, and before you press Submit, before you press Turn In, make this copy. I don't want a billion emails saying, oh, can you return this to me quick so I can make a copy? No, do it before you press Turn In, please. That'll be much more convenient for you and for me. So, before you submit the assignment, make a copy of this doc. This way you will still have access to your quotes after turning it into Google Classroom. Now, if you have any questions about these instructions, I would first go back and rewatch these instructions. This video will also be on my YouTube channel as well as Edpuzzle. If you really cannot understand it after rewatching any section of this, then go ahead, please email me. I'm here to help you. But all the instructions are laid out in the best way in this video, especially for the purposes of this distance learning. So have a good time with this assignment. Again, this will be incredibly helpful for our outline once we start really starting to write that when we get back from Easter break. So great work. Have a good Easter break. And yeah, email me if you have questions if a rewatch of the video doesn't help.